Pernilla, you've got quite a large network at Hunters. How many exactly?
We're just over 200.
Wow, so that's phenomenal. So what are the pros and cons of having such a large network?
The biggest plus, I guess, is for the consumer. So we can, by the fact that we're a diverse and a strong reaching network, we can talk to more people who want to buy and sell.
Yep.
We can help more people move. So you might want to sell in Southampton and you might want to buy up in Teesside. So that's the consumer benefit of having a vast network.
So you've got that brand presence, so people will recognise that brand if you're doing a good job of what you're doing, which you blatantly are. So the people will recognise that brand. They've seen it where they've come from, and they've seen it where they're going to, and that instills trust. And you can help them out in different parts of the country.
Exactly.
So
there's that. There's also the sort of inter-network referrals, so we can work with each other within the network. So there's a benefit. Secondly, I guess we help the franchise partners to do things they couldn't necessarily do if they were trading on their own. So by being part of a national network, they benefit from things like our systems, our marketing, training, which is really important for compliance, and technology. So things that we know that as a good agent they need to excel in are quite a challenge for them to do on their own. Whereas if they're part of the network, we can do those things for them much easier. We basically look after that part centrally.
So you can pull the funds from the entire network, and then for those who need it, then they can dip into that. So
yeah. So it's things like technology. Let's take a consumer, for example. They're now expecting everything super quick.
Sure.
And we know that's not going to stop because everything is just happening on their phones. Yeah, don't forget to look ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. On this phone here, on the boat.
That's right. So we, to develop those things and the tools they'll need to satisfy the consumer demand is really challenging for them on their own. But we are investing lots in technology, marketing, and training.
Good. Well, that's the right way to go. So okay. So those were the pros. So what are the cons of having such a large network?
Well, there are some challenges. I'd say the biggest one, certainly from my point of view, from a marketing point of view, is making sure that you get that engagement. So communication is always a big one.
Absolutely.
How do you communicate out all the great stuff that you're giving them? How do you make sure that they read those emails, see those on the resources that we give them, and basically work with them? That's a challenge. A bit of brand policing is always a challenge when you've got a large network.
Consistency.
Yeah, there is that. But as I said, it's working, having the best assets that make them engage, which we talked about before.
Definitely.
And having those values that they buy in from the very beginning when they join the network is really important.
So having that engagement from the franchisees, just you showing that you care about them and their individual needs, and you're investing in their marketing and their graphics and coming up with ideas and getting them involved in things like choosing brand assets and things, and we've realised over the years that's made a massive difference, and it only actually takes just a bit of that, because there's nothing worse than franchisees sort of feeling like they've been forgotten or not loved,
No, it's a really good point, and again, that could be seen as a challenge, and it is, but we try and do what we can with that, and we do engage them, we listen to their views, we give them plenty of opportunities to express their opinion about things.
Amazing.
So we have the conferences and all those, we have regional meetings, we have council meetings, and we have those champion franchisees that we might sort of test things with. Might be the early adopters if we're testing new technology before we roll everything out, and that tends to work really well.
Fantastic. Well, we know it does as well, so thank you very much for that.